Star Report. I'm your host, Star. Welcome to the show. Wednesday evening, and we have a lot to talk about. First, let me say this will be an alternate Bussy Dimension special. Hey, Dwight. Hey, girl. We'll get to you shortly. My top story. Woo! Cesar Pina. Cesar dropped a bomb. And salute to a couple of, you platforms who caught it because, TMZ and others are trying to downplay it by saying Cesar said DJ Envy is innocent. Well, he said that, but he also said, catch this, that DJ Envy is not a victim. Keyword, not a victim. He also said, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Whoo, chow. This is messy, okay? This is messy. So he went live on Instagram last night. I didn't catch it live, I have a life. I'm busy, but I did see the rebroadcast. And he couldn't stop talking. Salute to his wife. What is her name? Is it Jenny Tips? I can't say, she appears to be a scamming bitch, but, at the same time, she's holding him down. She's a rider. She's a rider. She may go down with him. When he was talking, she said to him, because she was in the background, telling him to thank the barber who gave him a shape-up earlier. The hater misses nothing, okay? So that's what we're going to focus on this evening. Other things that Cesar said will be used against him in a court of law, I assure you. Now, he can't cop out to everything. He said he's got 20 lawsuits on him. 20. So now he also took a very arrogant position to say, if some of you people had just waited as opposed to filing lawsuits, you would have gotten your money. But now, who knows? If you'll be lucky if you get anything. Damn. Taking it there, Also, I want to point out, some of the things here that are being said. I have a lot of experience. So if you're new to the show, legal proceedings, depositions, discovery, dealing with arbitration. I have experience in these things. I have never lost a lawsuit. In case you don't know, I never had to pay anybody, contrary to the bullshit. And we may or may not address the bullshit. My audience already knows that for the most part. But I may, just for fun, for shits and giggles, put something on the table a little bit later, okay? But the reason why I want to comb through this and point out some things that Cesar said last night when he went live on Instagram is because he has stuck his foot in his mouth once again. Sometimes you just have to shut the fuck up. But you see, this is a guy, in my opinion, who is clever. He's not intelligent. He's very clever. He learned how to do the scamming and the real estate, alleged fraud business in the penitentiary. He's a convicted rat trying to take narcotics through Newark International Airport. You've seen the paperwork. We put that in our community section months ago, okay? So Cesar is almost irritated that social media is meddling in his business, and they have, I'm part of the bullshit. We have fucked up the bag. We have fucked up the shell game, Can you guess where the little ball is? No, it's not there. Try again. It's a shell game. So, the most important thing I got out of Cesar Pina on Instagram last night was that he said Rashawn Casey, DJ Envy, is not a victim. He was my partner. Or did he say is? We'll come back to that shortly, right? Now, Dwight Howard, former NBA basketball player, accused of bussy activity. Let me say right now, Dwight, we don't give a goddamn if you lick a hole or suck a pole. I saw you live, trying to shift the bullshit and the blame to us. No, you're a weirdo. You're a public figure. And when you do some dumb shit, it is our duty to investigate. Okay, you've got, according to the report here, the court document, you've got 1 count of assault, battery, false imprisonment. Was he, was he taking the pussy? According to the complaint that has been filed in Gwinnett County, Dwight Howard intentionally violated this man. Now, you guys are younger than me. You know my age, born in 64. There's some terms that are old now, She-male, that's an old term. That's derogatory. Tranny, that's derogatory. So what do we call the person who filed the complaint against Dwight Howard? Is it a sherm? I mean, I always say a nigga with the wig, but, I've been hearing now that that's offensive. I don't know the goddamn pronouns that are, that are acceptable. But either way, salute to this person, this thing, I say that respectfully. He and or she is asking for a demand for jury by trial. Damn! So the nigga is willing to get on the stand and say, there he is right there, the big nigga. He held me down and forcibly, according to the complaint. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me just read this. Damn, nigga. Number 38, okay, on the complaint, defendant stood up towering over Mr. Harper, grabbed Mr. Harper by the thighs, and forcibly removed Mr. Harper's underwear, held Mr. Harper down, and performed non-consensual oral, sex on Mr. Harper. Non-consensual. Mr. Harper said, no, Daddy, I just need some coins to pay the rent. What are you doing? Where are you going? And then Trixie, some nigga with the wig named Trixie pops out, and they had a sausage party. We don't care. We don't care. The babies are doing all sorts of different shit. We don't care if they play hide the salami. We don't care if they blow the bagpipes in B flat. We don't care if they play skin flute, Many of you have kids, grandkids, nephews, nieces, as long as they're not, in gangs and doing drugs. We don't care what they do. Can I get an amen in the live chat before we continue on? We don't care. This nigga up on social media talk him out. Y'all doing too much. Has Dwight Howard made a video going at TMZ saying that they're doing too much? Of course not, because he is a slave. He's a high-paid slave, but he wants to try and kick dirt on us. Those of us who are, exploring or exploring and dissecting the complaint. Okay, phone lines open. A few other things I want to mention here tonight, guys. I got your emails. Thank you so much. I had a great day today. And I did not listen to Suge Knight's phone call. What is it, collect call or something like that? I think my homie, my friend Dave Mays is working with Suge Knight. And if Dave Mays is working with Suge Knight, I'll promote the podcast. Dave Mays, if you're out there, it's me. You and I go back many, many moons, decades. That's my guy. But I did not hear what Suge Knight is talking about. He's calling Akon a rapist. Troll babies, good evening. Pardon me. Was it one of Akon's family members who dropped Suge Knight like a bad habit? Who was that tested his fucking jaw and dropped him? And in case you don't know, folks, I have been talking hella crazy about Suge Knight ever since, late 90s. Even when he was walking around, don't get it fucked up, when I was on one of the radio stations, I used to ask the audience, will somebody please just test his jaw? Was it Akon's bodyguard? I thought it was one of Akon's family members. Tested that jaw, pow! And the nigga came down, Geronimo. Okay? All right, so that's my show tonight. Other things I will get into by way of current events, trending topics. You can chime in if you like, all right? new sponsors. I will get to them shortly. Let me just go to Cash App early. Mr. Skylar Saunders, are you calling in, sir? Good to hear from you. Okay. Okay, nigga, stop. Okay. Ooh, Progress 11. Progress 11, can we see who you are? Can you send me a link to your face? I love when niggas say, ooh, y'all scared, but we can't see you. Thank you for the donation. Goofy, okay. Hey, Sharice, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Wait a minute. Is that my girl, China Star? China Star, is that you, baby? Thank you for your support. You want to call in? Are you still in Georgia? China Star, such a classy girl. Her and I hung out. Where did we go, China Star? Was that what was that hair convention? Oh, my goodness. I'm forgetting. Anyway, thank you, darling. Good to hear from you. Text me, call me. Otherwise, I will get back to you later. Thank you so much, China Star, okay? And the last donation for right now, Blade. Yes, Blade, R.I.P. Richard Roundtree. I think he had open heart surgery a couple of years back. So, he had one foot in the grave. But, yeah, Shaft, he's out of here, man. Niggas die every day, But thank you, Blade. Okay, real quick before I go to the phones. Brandon L. got your donation. Dwight Howard just grabs them by the bussy. According to the complaint, he dropped down on his knees and took that boy's tool, TJ got your donation. Dwight and number 9 like to go find the Willy Bobo party. Okay. And Vic Damone Jr. got your donation. Did Cesar really think that Envy was going to stay solid? It's not in his character. He's fragile and follows the crowd. What did Cesar expect? Hey, in my community section also, guys, DJ Envy is selling some of his cars. What are they calling him? Is it Tony the Closer or somebody? They're calling him DJ Liquidation? In my community section, he's selling the vehicles. Told you that nigga was scamming. Area code 202. Good evening. A few topics on
Crown
the table.
from DC in the building. I'm here.
Crown.
Live chat where you at.
Good to hear from you, Crown. FBA day. Salute.
Yes, indeed. I want to see DJ Envy DJ Liquidation go down. I think he's trying to sell off some of that merchandise so we can have enough money for a lawyer or a couple lawyers. I want to see Senior how you say Senior Pizza Pina, whatever the hell his name is, Pina. I want to see him go there. I want to see him do 30 years in jail. All this crap about, it's a lot of stuff that goes against foundational black because I want to see the same energies be spent towards Senior Pina. So I want to see him go down. I want to see lawsuit after lawsuit. Mary J. Blige, where are you? Come out of hiding. Let's get these lawsuits together.
Now, hang on a second. I've been doing research as of late, and what about the credit dude? This is one of DJ Envy's former friends. He's very, very salty. I don't know him. Not that he has to reach out to me, but, he sent me a DM, and I said, please email me. I don't want to do a bunch of DMs via Instagram. We were supposed to get on the phone. Not that he had to. He did not contact.
Right.
He did not contact me. Is he just salty, or is he part of the bullshit? Because last night, Cesar Pina, when he went live, he alleged that the credit dude was in on the bullshit, and he had no merit to his claims. Ground.
I think Cesar Pina is trying to drag everybody down with him, and I think that I wouldn't say unfortunately.
That does not mean that he's lying. Hold on a second. That does not mean that he's lying. He said, if I can just go back for a second to stay with me, he said DJ Envy is not a victim. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Now, he also alleged that the credit dude is full of shit. So that's my question. Yes, he's trying to, kick dirt on others. But right now, earlier today, I got someone doing research on the credit dude. Is he part of the bullshit? I'm just asking.
I do not know for sure. I would assume so. But DJ Envy for sure, because he was bragging about it in one of the interviews that came out in And Angela Yee said, that don't even sound right. And then he kept talking. It was like, dude, do you know what you just said? And he said it twice in 2 different interviews that I heard him speak about. So DJ Envy clearly knows what's going on. But again, from the outside looking in, I think they're trying to save face. But that's on that. I'm at work, so I'm going to be real quick. Hey, Dwight. Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
How you doing?
Chuck.
Hey, girl. Where's
Chugga.
Where's when?
Come on.
he tried. I think Dwight Howard tried to pull it Isaiah Rashad with the camcorder. He had another man pop out of nowhere. I think he wanted to do some type of footage.
The name is Trixie. Let's put some respect on Trixie's name. Trixie is some type of nigga with an expensive lace front. Trixie came out with the fucking cock ring on, supposedly. and a long schlong, Timbo's dragon talking about let's turn up in this bitch. I got the Molly, let's go.
Never a dull moment.
We going there tonight. We going there tonight. Come on.
Listen, Dwight, we've been through this before. This is not our first time speaking about you, right. Dwight, or Miss Dwight. Yeah. This is not our first. Just come out and say it. It won't be as harsh if you just come out and say, listen, this is what I am. This is what I do. It's nothing new. It's 2023, 2024. Just come out and say it, Dwight. But the longer you stall, the more we're going to troll and get on that ass. Pause.
Facts.
But I would have, yeah, facts.
Yeah. I'm not saying pause. I'm going up in that nigga tonight with no Vaseline. Fuck that. Fuck that pause. I'm going there tonight. Fuck that pause shit. Come on,
Let's go, Star. Let's go. But yeah, I'm at work. I'm gonna listen to the show. I'm getting up out of here. Live check.
Hang on, Crown. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Keep me posted. You are FBA through and through. I'm on code. Yes. I'm on code with the new documentary. Any Hispanic talking crazy, give me their name. I got headshots.
Let's go. I'm ready. Got you.
I got headshots.
Crown K, I'm out.
Any Hispanic talking crazy about the origins of hip hop, keep me posted, Crown, all right?
Bet, I'm out.
Thank you. Folks, I'm on that type of time tonight. We don't give a goddamn about Dwight Howard if he gets down on all fours and somebody puts a saddle on him. You know, we don't care if the nigga's doing booty bumps, injecting crystal meth in the walls of the anus. We don't care. But when niggas start filing complaints talking about, hold on a second, damages and all sorts of, hold on. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm turned up. Let me slow down. Battery, assault, and false imprisonment. Nigga. We want answers, okay? Food, peace, and self-care got you donations. Salute Boss Hog past 3 shows was class 6, another one. Thank you. So, well, listen, man, I does this. This is my life, man. Okay. Thank you, Blade. Let's stay on topic. I've never met Suge Knight. Never met him, You know how I give it up, Blade? I'm not going to get into that right now. Let's just stay focused, all right? Sir Shot, thank you for tapping in. Phillies broke my heart, and Envy is lying, and Dwight something. Yeah. I can never dump on the Phillies, man. They didn't make it to the World Series, but hey, man, I saw Mike Schmidt play. Okay, that's how far back I go with the Phillies, but thank you for your donation. Eamon, I got your donation. Star, now that is some real peekaboo shit. Hey, Dwight. Yeah, and he's up on, I saw him up on World Star talking about, y'all be doing too much, it's my business what I do. Yes, nigga, it's your business. But did you take the bussy? Did you violate the bussy? Did you caress the bussy? Did you hit the bottom of the bussy? I'm not saying pause tonight. Hold on, guys. Go to area code 726. We're going there tonight. Are you ready? 726. Good evening.
Star, what's going on, man? What we on, man? We on Dwight Howard, huh?
We on real nigga time tonight. So we got the Penguin, Cesar Pina. He says DJ Envy is not a victim. Let's start there.
Envy is going down. It's going down. Envy was in on that the whole way.
Continue.
Dwight Howard Star. So the White Howard finally came out, right? The White Howard liked the Jimmy Dean sausages, man. Finally came out. The NBA been tired of him, man. They been wanting him out the NBA anyway, so they glad he came out and he liked them boys, man. He liked that bussy, huh?
Sir, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you?
45.
Okay. Stay with me. I appreciate the call. We don't care if the nigga likes to smoke a pole. We don't give a fuck. I'm sure you have children, grandchildren, nephews, nieces. We don't care what he does. But we got a nigga with the wig talking about false imprisonment, violating him and all sorts of shit. So let's not just focus on whether he likes a little pussy. Don't feed into the bullshit. We have a complaint. I posted the complaint in my community section earlier. Then I said, you know what? Let me take it down. I don't want to do too much. Let's start there. Come on.
Nah, the complaint is out, Star. The complaint is out, and I believe him. I believe that the White Howard been in the closed doors, behind closed doors. He baited the boy in. He came over. He thought the boy was gonna be cool with it, and now all of a sudden, the boy wasn't cool with it, and he took it. And he took it, boy. That's what he did. He took it, and now it's all worldwide is out, and now he all embarrassed, man. He got to stand up under that, Star. He got to stand up under that.
Can I ask where you're calling from, sir? Area code 726. Where are you calling from?
Texas.
Okay. You're going to the World Series, yes? Yes?
Yeah, you know he is. You know we going, man. Come on, man.
You earned it, nigga. You earned it, nigga.
I see you got that. You got that T-hat on, boy.
Yeah. Now let's get back to the alternate bussy dimension. A nigga with the wig says this man brought me over there, and I believe this guy's complaint. It's very well put together. Very well put together. And he wants a jury. Now usually the niggas with the wigs, they just want the coins. They don't want to go through all the legal shit. Do you think in your experience, you say what, 45? You're an old nigga. How old?
45.
Have you ever seen some shit go left? Somebody comes over or something happens. Somebody get to doing the booger sugar, a little piece of Molly, a good piece of Molly, some E, and then you start locking doors and won't let somebody leave, and then all of a sudden you start grabbing somebody. You ever been there?
A female?
Whatever, nigga. I don't know you. Whoever, whatever.
Nah, ain't no whatever. Let's get that right. Female, man. Yeah, man. I just seen that shit happen a lot of times, man. That's why I believe. Hey, that's why
I'm out there right now. Hold on a second, my nigga. Where you from? You live in Texas. Where you from? You from up north?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
Oh, okay. 214. Have you ever put a Ferragamo belt around a girl's neck and dragged her through the living room, on some other shit? A Ferragamo belt around the neck.
On all fours, man. All fours.
No, she's on her back. Her legs are kicking, and she's trying to get the belt from around her neck.
Nah. Don't do me like that.
All right. Sir, I gotta go. You're fucking up my vibe. Thank you, man. Sheesh. Okay. I appreciate the call, man. Let me slow down and drink a little water. Hold on a second. Sheesh. Folks, we have to talk about Erica Mena and Angela Yee. Whoo, chow. Erica Mena called into the Star Chamber years ago. I think it was maybe, 2014, Troll Babies? Oh, she put respect on my name. She said, damn, OG, you my type of nigga. We had a great conversation. But now, respectfully, I don't know if I believe that she didn't know about DJ Envy's wife. She's now doing interviews, and she looks fabulous, huh? Good-looking woman. She says that she was dating DJ Envy for years, and the nigga was never wearing a ring. I don't know if I believe her, because DJ Envy, he's a goofy. He's a corny nigga, and I'm not hating on him for being corny and goofy. But for someone who doesn't listen to the Breakfast Club, even I know that he talks about his wife. Yes, no, maybe. So I think Erica Mena is capping a little bit about not knowing he was married. But that's not my concern unless you guys want to talk about it. My concern is Angela Yee. According to Erica Mena, and Erica Mena calls Angela Yee Angela P. I guess there's some type of tension there. So Angela Yee, all these years, knew that Envy was dating Erica Mena while he was married? Oh, wait a minute. Is this who I think it is? Hold on a second. Did Angela Yee know? Does Angela Yee support home wrecking? Good God Almighty! Area code 732.
Of course.
Hey,
Star.
Rugarani in the building. Good to hear from you. What's cracking?
How we doing today, boss? How we feeling today?
You and I spoke earlier, and listen, I don't key with anybody, but you and I had a key earlier about Dwight Howard and all this shit that's going on. Rugarani, where do you want to start? Let's go.
I want to start with the Boise, honey.
Come on.
Dwight, honey.
Yeah.
Dwight. You can't be out here rolling around in these streets like you're Bobby V or you're Young Buck and you can't, pay for your transactions. What's going on out here, Dwight?
Yeah.
But, I mean, as you've already said, this is not new tea. Questions about Dwight's preferences have been swirling for years. But I think it goes back even further than most people think because you remember the mother of his oldest son, Braylon, Royce Reed, was hit with a gag order back in 2012. So I think she really wanted to tell us and give us some tea about, what was going on. But she got hit with that gag order. And then he ultimately actually tried to come after her for, I think it was $500 million in damages, claiming that she had violated
I didn't know that.
the gag order.
I didn't know that. So he told her to hush your black mouth or else, and they have a child together?
Yes, they have an older son named Braylon, and there's actually some tea there.
Okay, how old is he? Easy. How old is he? Let's not do too much. How old is the son?
Well, he's a minor, but I'm going to speak in very broad, general terms. When I'm going to reference claims that she made, okay. And I'm not going to say anything that's out of the way or anything like that.
Go ahead, Ronnie.
But also, I wanted to point out that he was on Angelique's podcast back over the summer because this isn't a new story. It's just getting life now because his attorney has responded.
Right.
But this isn't. He appeared on there and he, tried to sidestep the rumors. I have some quotes from him. I don't know if you're interested in hearing them.
Absolutely. Now, hang on a second. I want us to take our time with Dwight Howard, who, again, he's more so trying to shift the narrative. I watched him earlier on World Star talking about, why y'all worried about my bed, yada, yada. No, that's not what we're fucking concerned about, you goofball. You've got a battery complaint, assault, and kidnapping of sorts. So I mean, this is in Gwinnett County, Georgia, and I'm hoping that some type of the DA's office, looks at this and then arrests his dumb ass. Go ahead, Ronnie, you were saying?
Well, certainly if his accuser were an actual woman, I think he would have already been cuffed when that gentleman went down to make his initial complaint to the Atlanta Police Department or the police department in Georgia.
Good point.
Where this took place, that had jurisdiction over it. But yeah, certainly I think that he's getting the upper hand in this situation because his accuser is a male. And so it's not really being taken with all of the seriousness that it would be taken if it were a woman accusing him. But even
well, now, hang on, Ronnie. Ronnie. Now, technically, this is a trans woman. You're saying a man. This is a nigga with the wig. So This is some type of
No,
fear.
no.
Okay.
Kitty, the individual who showed up after the complainant was already there, is the person who is a biological male and is now identifying as a woman. That's
Yes,
Kitty. This
yes.
person, this Harper individual, he refers to himself as a gay man. So
Okay.
I don't know if we can call him if he's the same as Kitty. I think there's a distinction between him and Kitty in terms of how they identify.
Well, now, for those who don't know, and for the record, you're not with the sausage party shit. You don't think that there's 3 genders. You've gone on record.
There's 2 genders.
Come on, Ron. Come on.
And your chromosomes are never going to change.
Right.
You will always need a prostate exam, or you're going to go through menopause. One or the other is going to happen to you.
Ronnie's not with the bullshit, guys.
And-
just for the record, Ronnie is not with the bullshit. Go
Listen,
ahead.
if you take an island and you put 100 so-called trans women on it, and 200 years, you're going to find the bones of 100 men. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so did you see the complaint? If not, I can email it to you, Ronnie. Did you see the complaint?
Yes, I saw the complaint. I saw the juicy text message trail. And Dwight is just out here not giving a hell who cares or who catches him out there. You know, for someone who's so coy when he's answering questions about his preferences, he's not very careful. This was a fan. This was a literal anybody who reached out to him in his Instagram DMs and just said, hey. And immediately,
Hey.
the conversation shifted to one of a sexual nature, and Dwight's telling him, listen, no offense, I know you're gay, but I just like to get freaky. I wouldn't consider myself gay. I just like to get freaky.
Yeah.
I mean, most people would say that a man having sexual interactions with another man is in fact gay, but, he's got the Malik Yoba complex. I am whatever I say I am.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's back up for a second. Let's take our time. I am in no rush, Ronnie. So he's being accused again of false imprisonment, battery, and assault. And Dwight Howard has now come out and saying the charges are false. Yada yada yada. I want to.
Dwight is.
Let me just say, I'm going to go on record and say I want to see Dwight Howard in steel bracelets. I want to see him arrested, and let's work it out then. Gwinnett County, that's in Georgia for those who don't know. I want to see him in the steel bracelets, and then let's figure it out. But you just catching this type of complaint, and we're supposed to just say it's your business. Fuck out of here. Go ahead, Ronnie.
Well, I mean, Dwight is. He's coming full on out and saying, no, I had consensual sex with 2 men.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, a man and another man that identifies as a woman.
Yeah.
So I think he's falling on the sword in the court of public opinion in terms of just conceding to the fact that, yes, I hooked up with these 2 guys, rather than to fall on the sword in a court of law and have to concede that, I wouldn't let this guy leave. He tried to get an Uber. I made him cancel the Uber. I made Kitty give him a ride home.
Yeah. Kitty's going to take you home, you son of a bitch. You're being difficult.
But
I'm standing here, my schlong is dangling, and I'm on this Molly. You better leave before I break your fucking jaw.
Well, it's a testament to how reckless Dwight is. Within 2 months of knowing this guy, you gave him your address, and you had him come to the house where your son was asleep in bed.
Yeah. You know what it is, you son of a bitch. You came over here, now you're acting difficult. Ronnie, hold that thought for a second. Stay with me. You got a few minutes? I don't want you to rush off. Can you hang out?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. Sharice, I got your donation. Thank you very much. Dominic, I got your donation. No. Dominic, send me a link. What is going on with Big Lucci's swag? Send me a link to my email address, Dominic. I hope you're not capping, okay? He's saying something. I won't repeat it unless it's true. Blade, I got your donation. Okay. Blade says, allegedly, Dwight's DNA has been found on the nigga with wigs chest. Okay, well, that's his business. We don't give a shit. Barrington got your donation. AD and Dwight were allegedly sword fighting. Yeah. Okay. And Crown says Roriana gave Dwight the camera and boy toys. Okay. Ronnie, I want to shift gears for a second here. We spoke earlier, and Angela Yee, she's always been nice to me. I don't want to kick her back in, and I don't know if she got pulled into the scam or if she got scammed with Cesar and DJ Envy. But my concern here now is that she knew Envy was dating Erica Mena and didn't say anything over the years. Does she in fact support homewreckers? Was she lying to the audience and being two-faced in Envy's wife's face? Now that's the T.
Of course she knew. Of course she knew.
Let's go.
Anyone who's ever held a job knows that your relationship with your coworkers is unique in the sense that they know private details about your life that you wouldn't normally just tell a person, because you develop a close relationship and a close rapport with them. Mm-hmm. So, you're going to share details with them. And even if you don't share details, there are things they're going to see. There are going to be things that you do that you wouldn't do in front of your significant other. You might be, texting and grinning your side person. You might be leaving for lunch with them. They might be dropping you off to work. They might be picking you up from work. You might have called out, just to be with them, and your coworkers know that, but your significant other doesn't know that. So there's no way that he was courting her for all of that time, and she didn't see anything. Right. She knew, but she kept her mouth shut. She minded her business, and I don't fault her for that, because unless she was a close friend of Gia, I don't see why she needed to not mind her own business.
Good
point. And even still, when you're a friend, it gets dicey.
Good
because
point.
You can tell, and then, they fight about it, but then they get over it, and then now there's animosity towards you because you exposed it.
Right, so. Right. Good point. Okay, so maybe Angela Yee, even though she may have known about the home wrecking going on, she didn't want to speak up, because she's dealing with a lesser charge, who has been accused by two females of drugging a baby, And she just said, hey, I got to get out of here. I can't work with these fuck niggas. So maybe she's not the bad person. Maybe she just had to get the fuck out because, she just, maybe her moral integrity made her say, I can't be here anymore. What do you think, Ronnie?
I think that actually, to be honest, she knows a lot more. She knows where a lot more bones are buried than just Erica Mena. I'm pretty sure it was a myriad of women that she saw coming and going with this guy on his lunch breaks or, to and fro. But what I think happened, this is my conspiracy theory, because I know that Angela was into real estate long before Envy. She would always, mention her properties in Detroit or whatever. So what I think is that she gave some money to Cesar. That money never came back. And it became a sort of bitterness between them that this is your guy. Yeah. You're still promoting him. You're still standing next to him, and he fleeced me. I can't work with you.
Right.
That's my theory.
Good. Yeah, I've heard a few people say that, but I don't know that for certain. But okay. Anything else you want to put on the table, Ronnie? I appreciate your time. What else did I mention here earlier? Erica Mena. I'm not too sure. Erica
only if
Mena.
You want to get to some of this Royce Reed.
Okay, I'm sorry. So you were saying? Go ahead.
I said only if you wanted to get on some of this Royce Reed Diary of an Angry Black Woman tea.
I'm not the speed. What is that?
No, just some comments that she made about Dwight that sort of kind of relate to the situation.
Please.
I don't know if you remember, a couple years ago, there was a situation where it was alleged that their son that they had together was doing some inappropriate things to someone else.
Okay.
And this happened in his home. But let me give you a quote from Royce. She says, "This man is evil. Y'all fall for it every time. Ask him why he's telling a 12-year-old he's gay because he hadn't touched anything or watching porn with them. Better yet, why it took 4.5 years to fire the nanny that M-word 2 of his kids. I got time today. He took this little boy from this grandmother that raised him and kept her in court for 2 years, only to give him to his parents while he was overseas. So while y'all constantly out here pointing fingers at me, understand there's a reason why." Then she also goes on to claim that he wanted to have a polyamorous relationship with multiple people and that he wanted her to be the matriarch of that. And she says, "I have videos and texts. I keep everything," saying basically that she has receipts. Then she says, I guess he took a picture of himself working out in his home gym with the kids there, and he said, "Not someone pretending to be a parent, one day out of 365 for the cameras. Don't make Thursdays turn into Truth Thursday." And there's also some court documents that come out confirming up allegations about their son and inappropriate conduct.
I want to be very sensitive with the son, Ronnie. I don't mean to cut you off. If
that's all I'm going to say about that.
If he's that's
all I'm going to say about
minor,
that.
I don't even want to go in that direction. But yeah, I want to see Dwight Howard picked up by Gwinnett County, the sheriff's office. We have a complaint here, you know. And I just want to say that. I mean, I don't give a fuck about him being up on social media talking about we're doing too much. If he's not clapping at TMZ saying that they shouldn't be concerned about his goddamn sexual life, then, you know, I'm not trying to hear that. Okay. Anything else? Cesar Pina, Rashawn Casey, Ronnie, or anything else?
It'll be interesting to see which way the feds go. It's, you know, often said that the feds like these kinds of cases where there's a little bit of a celebrity element to it. So, you know, if Cesar is saying this guy is not a victim, it sounds like he's saying, you know, what's the opposite of being a victim? Someone who's in the wrong. It sounds like he could be insinuating that, hey, you got some dirt on your hands aren't clean, and I'm going to tell everything. Yeah. I don't know, you know, how far deep this entire indictment is going to go. I do think that they only put the one charge on him and that they do plan to follow up with more charges. But if he's willing to talk against DJ Envy, then he might as well call Russell. Envy might as well call Russell and find out
in Bali
exactly, you know, which airport he needs to land in.
Yeah. Hey, great to talk to you, Ronnie. I appreciate you tapping in. I'm sure we'll catch up before the week is out.
Absolutely. Sorry. You take care. It was great to talk to you again.
You too. Thank you, Ronnie. Okay. All right.
Take care.
All right. Ruger Ronnie tapping in. Okay. Before I go back to the phones, and I see a couple of people sending in donations via PayPal. Thank you. Sit tight, Hamilton. Sit tight, Bussy Nation. Firestarter, my nigga. Sit tight, I see you. Okay. And Big Aki. Everybody, hang on. I want to go back for a second with regards to Cesar addressing this raid that he's saying never happened. And a couple of other people trying to downplay the fact that the feds went up to iHeart and they arrested Cesar. You know, in today's technology-driven world, a raid is not a raid of 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. They don't have to go into your place of business or your home and tear the place up, turn shit over. They literally can go into your place, put one of these in your fucking laptop, right? See that? Or your goddamn computer and get all of your information. That's how raids, you know, are conducted these days. So sitting around telling us, oh no, they didn't raid the place. That means nothing. There's even advanced technology to the point where they can literally pull everything off of your hard drive without taking it out of your place of employment. You guys, anybody in there, an IT specialist? So you can downplay it all you want. You can try and, throw us a curveball. But raids of today are very different from 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. If they come to your place of business or your fucking home, you better believe information, the most valuable commodity, has been retrieved, okay? Just say that. Or, I shouldn't tell you this. They put in listening devices. We've had the conversations before about how things have changed since the Patriot Act. The government can now go into your home and put listening devices in your home, search your home, and they don't have to tell you. Ever since 9/11, shit is different, okay? Just wanted to put that out there for those who, are not necessarily up to speed. Area code 929, good evening. We're talking about a few topics. Are you there? 929, it's Wednesday, late night, Wednesday. Yes, no, maybe? In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gotta go. Okay. Thank you for calling. Okay. I think this is Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg, tapping in. Big Elvis, area code 646. Good evening, Elvis. Are you there, sir?
Big Elvis, the Chef Rosenberg. I am here, star.
Good to hear from you, man. Where do you want to start?
Hey, Dwight. Run, honey.
Hey,
run, girl.
Hey, girl. Yeah.
They coming for you, honey. They coming for you. Run, honey. Run,
Well,
girl.
I don't know if law enforcement is coming just yet, and he doesn't seem to be too bothered about the internet. But I hope that the sheriff in Gwinnett County, puts the cuffs on that weirdo ass nigga. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah, because he's saying that he's admitting to consent with two boy cunts, and it's just crazy that he's even admitting to that. And I think he's free now. Now he's free to live his truth. I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him. Live your truth, honey. Run, honey, run, girl. Oh my goodness, Star. I read the complaint.
Go ahead.
This dude is saying that it's basically, I would have gave it to him, but instead he wanted to take it.
I didn't see that. I think, hang on, I think that you are assuming he would have gave it to him. I did not see that in the complaint. I have the complaint right here. You are assuming. In the complaint, he specifies he was not willing to participate. He went there, yes, but I didn't see him say I would have given it to him. Where are you getting that from?
Right. But here's the thing. Who's going to a person's house after texting for 2 months and not willing to give up the boy cunt? Who's doing that? It seems strange. Doesn't it seem a little strange? Is this a play for his paper? Is this a play to humiliate the man? Is it like, come on, 2 months? Let you go to his house, and then Ronnie said that his kid was in the other room asleep. So it just seems crazy to me that it's a kidnapping and a taking of the boy cunt. I'm perplexed here. I'm totally perplexed.
Okay.
By this man, a professional with so much money, so much influence. He's a public figure to take a situation like this and misread it and then take the boy cunt.
I hear you, Elvis, and I appreciate and I respect your opinion and your knowledge, but at the same time, with money comes power and ego. Right? Money comes power and ego. And you have people in certain high-profile positions, and they try to bully their way around with other people. Hell, man, you remember Rick James burning that girl with the crack pipe, right? Preventing her from leaving. Yes?
Oh, yeah. No, it's ringing a bell, though. It's coming to me.
It's a fucking fact. Rick James told that girl, you're not leaving. Sit there. We're gonna freak. We're going to freak all night, and he's burning her with the crack pipe because she wouldn't, partake in his weirdo shit. Now, he was convicted, sent to the penitentiary for 5 years. So it's not unfathomable that Dwight Howard, not that
Right.
I'm, trying to kick his fucking back in. It's not out of the ordinary that someone with money and power and notoriety would not do that to a fan. Someone who went over there, hey, he's famous. Maybe he'll treat me nice. Maybe I'll sip some Formosas. I'll sniff a little blow, blow the nigga's top. But, to be rushed, could have been some other shit. Go ahead.
I think you make a good point, Star. I just thought that while you were saying that, I thought of, shake your ass, watch yourself, Mystical. He got accused of something recently. So there is this ego that needs, these men need an outlet for their sicknesses to reveal itself. And I see that Dwight Howard, possibly his ego might have gotten the best of him, and he just was not accepting no. And he took what he wanted. Some sort of back to, original man mentality, craziness, some sort of some sort of deep-rooted,
Elvis,
evil that's
Elvis,
out of a man.
Elvis.
Now, come on, buddy.
I got to go back. Mystical is a convicted rapist. Let's be
Right.
real. Yeah. I spoke to him. He called into the Star and Buckwild show. I think it was 2011 after he got out. He's accused of something now, but he's convicted rapist. Go ahead.
Right. Yeah, I get it. But it just all boils down to that ego. And, you think that these people just have it so good that they don't never have to be in the situation, but maybe it's something just deep inside of these men. I think you even talked about this years ago about how there's I think you said something every 8 weeks, every 6 weeks, somebody got to get something crazy off. I don't remember too much.
I don't remember that.
It was an old show you did where you spoke on something to that effect. Do you think that possibly men have this thing inside of them, that this anger, this evilness, so to speak? I keep using that word, but maybe there's something deep inside of the human that has to take, very much Neanderthal style, like the caveman. Mm. Is that a syndrome?
I don't know, Elvis. I'm a high school dropout, but I'll give you the last word. I have no idea with regards to what you're talking about.
Hey, Dwight Howard. Hey, girl.
Great to talk to you, man.
Peace, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Dominic, I got your other cash app. Okay, he says, I was asking if Big Lucci's swag has been picked up yet. I don't know, sir. I don't know, Big Lucci's swag. He had a court date. Was it today? Anybody have an update on Lucci? Lucci, a.k.a. Luis Pina. Hey, Melody. Okay, you have information on the credit, dude? Please send that to me. Yeah. Yeah, listen, not that he has to reach out to me, but he hit me on Instagram, and I said, please, just email me. I don't do IG DMs. He emailed me. We were supposed to get on the phone. Never heard from him. He's texting me saying, hey, can we talk tomorrow? I said, yeah, sure, I'll call him. Just have your lawyer call me. Never heard from him. Guys, what's going on with the credit dude? Is he down with the bullshit? Is he salty? Huh? Is he salty because DJ Envy curved him? I have no knowledge of whether he is or isn't a scammer. I don't want to put that on him, but he seems very, very, angry at Envy. Again, usually birds of a feather flock together. So they were friends. Hold on a second. Okay, someone sent me an email. This has nothing to do with my show. Delete. If you're not sending in a donation with an email, please miss me. Not during the show. The Rio Rico Mercado got your donation. Envy will be hiding with Dominican Randy soon. Well, in my community section, Envy is selling some of his vehicles online. Let me go there for a second and give this that particular IG platform some type of acknowledgement. Hold on a second. Hold on. Okay. There's the link. DJ Envy now selling cars online, and the name of the platform. And they have the blue check as well. Cesar_Jenny_ on Instagram. Envious Ford GT was in the car auction today. Oh, okay. Selling shit. That's only a V6. A nigger mobile. Area code 213. Good evening. Are you there? Back in the building?
I'm
213.
I'm here. What up, Star?
Yes, sir.
Thanks of love.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. It's cracking.
Not a whole lot. Hey, I seen that Cesar Pina video today, and he pretty much told on himself, man. The narcissist in him spoke out, because if you watched it, you know, he clearly said his lawyer told him not to go and say nothing, but for some reason or another, as soon as he got on there, he just started spilling all the beans and telling on himself. So,
okay.
By him being the narcissist that he is, he pretty much admitted that he did wrong, because he kept saying, well, once I do my time and I come back, but I think what's going to happen, he's going to end up getting more years than he expects, because he's already, damn near in his late 40s. So if he gets 20, he ain't going to make 20 years in the pen.
I have to honestly say, I don't. He's not stupid. He's clever, you know. I can't see him taking this weight all by himself, and his wife, who is a rider. Let's not get it fucked up. I can't see them taking this weight by themselves. I like, you know, the fact that he said DJ Envy is not a victim. Did you catch that? That's what stood out to me the most. Never mind him saying DJ Envy was not in the room. He said he is not a victim.
Yeah, he said he's not a victim, and I know you're not like a big fan of DJ Envy, but honestly, I think his role in the whole scamming thing, I really don't think he was scamming, because if you think about a nigga that's a scammer, niggas not turning down money, and there's nobody out there that said, hey, they gave DJ Envy money. He never took money from nobody. Most niggas that's on some scamming are greedy. So I think what happened is he ended up doing business with Cesar, expecting to learn more, but then once he figured out he got messed over on his $500,000, that's when he stepped away, and then it was kind of too late, but he didn't go out and alert people. But honestly, I just really don't think that he purposely was scamming people, because, I mean, he wasn't taking money.
Okay. Well, to be clear, and you know this, I'm nobody's fan, but that doesn't mean I have to necessarily, you know, be biased either. Shaquille O'Neal was indeed found liable of, you know, soliciting on behalf of cryptocurrency companies. He was found liable. Did you know that?
I did. And
Was he scamming?
In my opinion, no. But I think
he was found liable.
Whoa.
Hang on, Gangs of Love. Never mind your opinion. Let's deal with the fucking facts, homie. He was found liable. You're a smart man. He's found liable. Was he scamming? That's the question. Was he scamming? Found liable.
So are you asking, was he scamming purposely, or did he get caught up with a business partner and he had to take liability because he was involved with somebody? It's a big difference. Well, when you scam somebody, that's something you do purposely. Your intent is to steal money from people to deceive them. I don't think DJ Envy did that.
Well, and again, let's focus on Shaq. Hang on. Let's have a discussion. I appreciate your perspective. Let's focus on Shaq. He was found liable. Whether his intentions were good and or bad, he's found liable. Was he scamming, sir, is my question to you.
No, he wasn't scamming.
Okay, but he was found liable. Yes.
He was, because that's where the judicial system steps in and says, this is the fine line of the law. But if you're a person with ethics, you can usually look at somebody. You from New Jersey, so obviously you know a street nigga or a street person when you're dealing with them. And if my purpose is to deceive you purposely and take your money, I'm scamming. Now, if I go and do business with you and the business didn't go through as expected, I fell short on the business, and yeah, I lost money, but I didn't scam you. Now, Cesar scammed people. He definitely did, but I still don't think DJ Envy was scamming people, because he wasn't asking for money. He wasn't taking people's money and not returning it. He didn't want nothing to do with it.
Okay.
So a nigga that's greedy gonna take money. So I don't think DJ Envy is a scammer. I really don't. I think he just got caught in a bad situation.
Gotcha. Okay. With regards to Lucci, Big Lucci swag, are you up to speed on Caesar's brother Lucci? Talking about popping niggas' tops and stuff like that?
Yeah, that's cap, man. That dude ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing. He just running his mouth. What can he do? He a convicted felon too.
Okay. Last question. I appreciate your call and your support. The credit dude. I got to do a little research on him. What's going on with him? Is he just salty because he couldn't come up off of Envy, because part of his agreement with Envy was that Envy was supposed to promote him, and then Envy kind of punked him and said, "Nah, I got to promote you." What's going on with the credit dude?
So look, I went to their convention that they had in Orlando when they had a boxing match. I forget the Hispanic dude's name. And when I went down there, I met with Matt, the mortgage guy, and I tried to get a mentorship with him. And I was like, "Hey, I'll pay you X, Y, and Z." And he was like, "No, sir, I don't want no money." And I was like, "Bro, I'll give you 10 bands. I need you to show me how this, and this works."
Damn.
And he was like, "Nah, man." He's like, "Look, I offer courses. You can take those." But I told him I didn't want to do no flipping. I wanted to know how do you invest and buy apartments and do it with little to no money down. And he was like, "Well, hey, here go my number, blah, 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 blah. When you get the money, hit me up, and I'll show you how to do it, but I don't want no money." So like I said, that's why I don't really think DJ Envy is a scam artist, because when I was at this convention, Cesar was out there signing books. He was selling merch.
Okay.
And he was
But you never offered Envy any money, right? You offered somebody else 10 bands. Who was that again? What's that person's name?
His name is Matt, the mortgage guy. He was on their tour, so to speak, when they were going around doing the whole real estate thing.
Okay.
Mostly, if your listeners know him, he's from New Jersey, but he's a cool black dude, but he didn't take no money. And me, I ain't this big bad street nigga, but I know from dealing with niggas in the street who is on some scamming shit and who ain't. And again, like I say, DJ Envy wasn't out there. He wasn't out meeting no people or nothing. Right. I just think he got caught up in a bad situation.
Okay. Well, now hang on a second. Stay with me before you go, Gangsta of Love. In reality, and I'm not trying to clown you, you came with 10 bands. They've been catching people for 100 bands, 300 bands. So that guy, whatever his name is, telling you, nah, I want no money. In reality, he's saying to you, I don't want them nigga pennies. You go on and get your weight up and then come back and see us. If you got 100 bands, then I'll take your money. 10 bands is not worth you chasing me for. That's how real niggas move. I'll let you finish up though. Go ahead.
I agree with you, but bands. He don't give off that vibe of being out for money, and I agree with you, because to a nigga that's making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 6 months, 10 bands ain't gonna really do nothing for
10
him.
10 bands, you texting me every day, yo OG, good morning, how you doing? Fuck.
Right. All right, so I appreciate you. Thank you for letting me call in.
Yes, sir.
Hey, Rory, stop me.
Thank you. Any real niggas in that live chat? We talking that street shit tonight. 10 bands. Yo, stop texting me talking about what you doing, OG. I'm eating lunch. Yo, you got any suggestions? I'm getting ready to go up to City Island with my girl. Can you recommend a restaurant? Oh my, yo, let me block this nigga, man. What the fuck? The nigga only spent 10 bands. Guys, please visit my sponsors on the screen. On the screen. Hold on a second. Teflonfunk.com. I got your book right here. Hold on. Screenshot. Whew. Business over bullshit, all right? I appreciate him spending the Skrilla, man, but come on. 10 bands. Nah, I don't want that, man. Come back with at least 80. Nug, where's my nigga Nug at, huh? Guys, Nug is on YouTube. Nug, you have a brand new video? YouTube.com/@ That's My Take. Hold on a second. Okay, I can't look at this right now. Somebody's sending me YouTube videos. I can't. I'm working. I can't do that. Sir Shy, got your donation. R.I.P. Richard Roundtree and Garrett Morris. Did Garrett Morris die? Or he's just on Vlad TV? Garrett Morris used to live upstairs from me back in the early 80s. 788 Riverside Drive. I used to see him all the time. Garrett Morris, great guy. Did he die? He was just, don't tell me he died. He's just on Vlad TV. Or you just saying he's on Vlad TV? The fuck? What are we doing? Hold on a second. Urban Guitar Legend, where are you, sir? Do you want to call in? Tonight's a great night to promote. Let's talk guitar heroes, man. Hold on a second. Please check this man out. www.urbanguitarlegend.com. He called in a couple of days ago. He's a sponsor. Tonight's a good night to call him in if you want to talk about some of your influences or just, guitar heroes over the years, Good to hear from you. Flamethrower, he says, wifey has $10,000 worth of Ferragamo on. 10 bands ain't enough, man. Facts. 10 bands. Oh my goodness. It's my nigga though, man. Hold on a second. Okay, what is this? Okay, folks, I can't click on videos right now. Just say, text and say star. I'm sending you an email about such and such, please. Jesus. Area code 404. Is that my nigga right there? 404. Thank you for tapping in. Wednesday evening.
Hey, what's going on? It's Urban Guitar Legend.
Hey, what's up, man? Good to hear from you. What's cracking? I got your info on the screen right there. Can you see it?
Yeah, well, actually, I just paused my video because I didn't want it to disturb me calling in. But
okay.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I just want to make a quick comment about this whole DJ Envy thing.
Please.
Yeah, I remember when I was younger, my granddad, he used to buy real estate and kind of fix up properties and sell them and rent them out and stuff like that.
Okay.
But he used to send me down to the courthouse. He gave me a couple dollars and I'd have to go down and pull the property card. Mm-hmm. And now it's literally free.
Right.
You can just go on your assessor's website and get, a lot of information. But I guess we're all just lazier now as people because I really don't know why people just don't go down to their county courthouse and find out some of this information, that they want to know about how to buy tax FIFA properties and things of that nature. I'm just confused about why people don't take the time to just, go down to the courthouse. I don't know.
I hear you. I hear you loud and clear. And hey, what you're saying in theory, makes a lot of sense because I have been a person throughout the decades. Whenever I go on my road trips, I always go to the libraries and I go to the genealogy departments. My mother taught me to do that. If you really want to get a full understanding of where you are, go to the genealogy departments. But times are different now. You got the newer generation. They're not going to no fucking library. If they can't find it on their phone, it's not real. So with regards to the alleged scamming that's going on, are you a Breakfast Club listener? You're younger than me. Do you listen into the Breakfast Club?
Rarely. I mean, I not really. I know who they are. I've listened in the past, but I'm not I'm not an avid listener.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with it if you do. I'm just asking. What's wrong with it? Okay.
Yeah. I caught the whole thing about the real estate stuff maybe a few months ago. Just randomly, I heard DJ Envy promoting it, and and then a few months later, all this other stuff is going down. But I even remember when I first heard it, thinking to myself, "Okay, this is kind of weird." And the guy that was on his show even said, "I've been to jail." I mean,
Cesar.
Yeah, Cesar. I mean, I'm not saying judge somebody just because they went to jail, but I'm just saying this person told you I was a criminal, and now I'm from the streets. I don't know. I mean, you like Schwab and Fidelity and Vanguard. That's not the type of things that they say. I'm from the streets, and let me show you how to. I don't know. I just don't know why people. I don't know. I don't know why they're attracted to this, but maybe it's just me.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. Hey man, my showrunner has your information, urbanguitarlegend.com. We want people to go there. You are an axeman for hire. Are you performing anywhere? Are you on tour? What are you out and about? Where can people see you?
Well, I am out and about, but I'm out of the country right now.
Okay.
Doing some exploring and collaborations musically. I am currently booking, shows for next summer, really, and next spring.
Okay.
But I have a new video out called Sam Sui.
Okay.
It's on my YouTube page, and I encourage everybody to go there and listen to it. It's really cool.
Nice.
I think you'll like it.
Nice.
And that's what should be done.
We spoke about your influences last time you called in Steve Vai and other people. During the 80s, I mean, I know you're younger than me, but I was so just in tune and enthralled by different, guitar players and bass players as well. Who were some of the other people, or were you more so a fan of guitar players from the 70s, 80s, or the 90s? Which era really had the biggest influence on you?
Well, a little bit of my biggest guitar influence was a guy named Eric Johnson.
Yeah.
A lot of people probably have not.
From Texas.
Austin, Texas.
From Texas, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was the guy for me, he was kind of a fusion guy that did jazz, blues, rock, and everything in between. But once I got into guitar, like I said, my big influences were some of the usual guys, Jimi Hendrix and George Benson, Chet Atkins, just really guitar players. It really didn't matter whether it was country chicken picking or whether it was like, octave type Wes Montgomery stuff. But I just was really into, or am still really into, just guitar for what it is, the purity for what it is. And
did you ever like Vivian Campbell? He played with Dio. He was one of my favorites. Vivian Campbell. I never saw him live, but he was a fucking beast in the studio with Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah, I can't say I was a huge fan of his per se, but I mean I knew of him. He made all the rounds in the guitar magazines.
Yeah.
And I think he played for Whitesnake too. I think
he was on tour. He was on tour with them. I saw him with Adrian Vandenberg. on that big tour with Whitesnake, because John Sykes, who played guitar on their first Monster album, he didn't tour with them. It was Vivian Campbell and Adrian Vandenberg. What was that out in of Jersey? I forget. Was it Brendan Byrne Arena? Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. I've heard of all those guys. The bigger guys that I was into was like Extreme, Nuno Betancourt, and Vito Bratta with Whitesnake.
Mm-hmm.
Not Whitesnake, but was it White? No, not Whitesnake. Vito Bratta played with. I can't even think of the name of the band now, but there were just so many.
What about Dimebag Darrell?
I tend to grab.
What about Dimebag Darrell?
I wasn't a big Dimebag Darrell, fan. Nothing against him, and I mean it's terrible what happened to him.
Yeah,
I mean that's just beyond comprehension. You know what I'm saying? Like, people thought the Chris Rock slap was something. They should go Google Dimebag Darrell.
Yeah.
But so I was a little bit more into the guys that kind of also had a fusion flair. So they weren't just like rock guys. And Steve Vai wasn't just kind of a rock guy, because he came from Frank Zappa, and he's well versed in the art of transcriptions and music composition. So Steve Vai kind of had that extra edge where I kind of got into him, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more, because he had solo albums that were so different. And some of those other guys you mentioned, they're kind of just known for playing for those big mega, rock bands, the glam rock bands of that time. So, yeah.
I will say this though, and I know you and I spoke about Steve Vai, who I saw with David Lee Roth at Madison Square Garden. I don't think Steve Vai was a great songwriter. He's a great guitar player. He was very technical, but he didn't have like monster songs. You mentioned Vito from White Lion. I saw him live.
White Lion. Yeah.
Wait. Yeah, they were trash. White Lion was trash. But come on.
Well, I'll ask you that. Have you heard Steve Vai's album Passion and Warfare?
I've heard enough from Steve Vai to know that he wasn't the songwriter that he was. A lot of females liked, he's so good looking, and he peaked with David Lee Roth. I'm sorry, he peaked with David Lee Roth, and again, a great technical guy, but he doesn't have any real memorable songs that I can say, that was too shit. One last name. One of my favorites throughout the 70s and the 80s, Al Di Meola from Return to Forever. Did you ever check him out?
Yeah, I saw him at Variety Playhouse maybe 10 or 12 years ago. Yeah, he's awesome. Yeah. Another big influence. Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey, man, good to talk to you. Let's stay in touch. Let's get you back on next week. Let's talk about Michael Hampton, Eddie Hazel, and a host of others. Urban guitar legend. Good to hear from you.
Sure.
Thank you for tapping in.
Let's do it. All right.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Okay.
All right.
One of my sponsors, folks, and if you want to be a sponsor, reach out and let's promote what it is that you're doing, okay? I take time with the sponsors, okay, so we can give them what they need. Levi got your donation. Levi, sit tight, sir. Don't rush. What are you in a rush about? The DJ Envy's selling cars right now. Take it easy. The feds ran down. Stop listening to TMZ. Oh, there was no raid. They didn't have to go in and tear out the office, tear out computers. They go in, they put something in your goddamn, not something, a fucking, a zip goddamn drive, flash drive, and they get everything. B1G, I can't read that. Star, I heard the Dwight Howard victim was a short, light skin. No, sir, you can see the whole picture of this person. It's out there. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm gonna block this person because somebody keeps sending me fucking emails. Let me block Gerard. Stop emailing me, you fucking goofball. Stop sending me video links. I'm busy. I'm not watching videos right now. 6878 Dr. Prince. Where is 6878, Dr. Prince? Dr. Prince, good evening. Thank you for your patience and your support. Where do you want to start, sir? Dr. Prince.
What's up, Doc? I need to discuss Cesar Pina's and DJ Envy.
Please.
And give a little perspective that maybe nobody's discussing.
Come on.
When Cesar Pina decided to get his ass on live, ignoring the advice of lawyers, that can be witness tampering. Okay? They can draw a soft case against him just from that alone. Okay, and guess what? And the penalty of witness tampering can equal that of the original charge. So right there says how foolish that he is, and they're probably betting on that. See, what he's doing is pushing himself into a corner at this point. Now he's going to have to figure out a way to navigate out this, which he's going to probably have to file some lawsuits and different things like that. As far as DJ Envy, I think that he's being grossly naive on purpose. I don't think that he's ignorant to what Cesar Pina was doing. Matter of fact, I think he's a culprit because what he's probably tried to do, he probably figured out early this is a hustle. And what he did was trying to cover it up before they're caught, before he's caught and dragged into it. So I think that he's a culprit in this and knew what was going on. Ain't no way you lost $500,000 and you continue for 2 and 3 and 4 years after that and continue to promote this man if you didn't was not trying to figure out how to get your money back along with everybody else. So I just think I think he knows, and it's a scam. He's going to get thrown under the bus, which he needs to be at this point. He's not representing light-skinned folks.
Okay, stay with me for a second. I can appreciate everything you've just said. I think that he may have realized, the rub, and if you know what I'm talking about, the rub. And then he said, well, hey, let me, flip this on other people. When he sat down with Mano, and Mano's always been good to me, but, when he sat down with Mano, he spoke about Cesar, and then Mano said, we got to get him up here. Envy was telling Mano, about not spending your money, but spending other people's money. Did you catch that?
I sure did catch that. And let me give you...
So hang on. So he realized the rub. And he realized that he has to pull in other people to then make his money back and then get other people to go out and do the same thing. Salute to my homie from back in the days, DJ Clue. Clue said, nah, I might. Joe Budden said that's a Ponzi scheme and you're going to jail. And there was somebody else who he reached out to. I'm forgetting. But, he realized that, Cesar, what Cesar is doing, and therefore he then wanted to take part. Now, with regards to them going up to iHeart, and they did go up there. They got information. They didn't just go there to fucking give him a heads up about Cesar Pina. It's not how the feds operate. They went there, and listen, they've got high-tech motherfucking technology where they can do this to your computer and scan your information. They don't even have to do the flash drive thing. They get your information, and if there's anything that they have found with regards to him trying to solicit other people, then he will be found liable. Go ahead, you were saying? Go ahead.
Well, let's take it a step further. The same behavior that, let's just throw us all in the bucket. The same behavior that we have when we walking down the street when we really didn't have much money, and there was always that one guy on the corner selling what we knew was probably stolen items. But we bought it because we understood that those items will be under his prerogative, not mine. I'm just buying it naively on purpose, and I walk off and I wear it.
Yeah.
But that one guy eventually gets caught. So to me, DJ Envy is that guy that knows this item is stolen, but yet he believes that everything will get pushed on Cesar Pina. But what he doesn't understand is new levels, new devils. You're at another level.
Say it again.
So that same hustle mentality you
Say
had
it again.
back then.
Say it again. Say it again for those who didn't catch it. Go back. Say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again. What you just said for those who didn't catch it. You said.
New levels, new devils.
Yeah.
So the same hustle that he had back in the day when technology wasn't as advanced, where you couldn't be tracked as much as you were being tracked, You can't do that now. And he took that old mentality into a new world. And I think he's going to be buried because of it. So what he's trying to do is minimize the damage. He's going to be damaged, but now he wants to minimize it. And to me, that's what's obvious. When you start to sell merchandise and get rid of things, and you're moving your chess pieces.
Right.
You're playing chess. So you're moving your chess pieces, and you're on the defense now. That's a problem, okay? What Senior Pina is doing is playing checkers and chess at the same time, because he's trying to convince him that this is checkers while playing chess.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think that he's trying to bait DJ Envy into a corner by softening him up, by saying a couple of nice things there, a couple of nice things here. But that's all that's going to do is draw DJ Envy and make him let his guard down a little bit. But I think at the end of the day, Senior Pina is a snake, he's a rat, and he's a gutter rat. So he's gonna drop the ball.
Can I jump in here for a second, sir? Stay with me. Stay with me. Have you ever been to the penitentiary?
No.
Okay. Penitentiary niggas vibe with other penitentiary niggas. Cesar has been to the penitentiary. Envy has never been to the penitentiary. It's a different it's a different type of mentality. If you've ever been locked down like an animal and you had to smell the next man's ass, you know, first thing in the fucking morning, you're in a goddamn what is it, 4x4 cell, it's a different type of mentality. So yes, he's trying to in a sense, coddle Envy. But he caught Envy years ago. Envy was a mark for Cesar. Would you agree? He was a mark.
I fully agree. Fully agree. Which is why Senior Pina took advantage of the mark. Watch this.
Yeah.
In prison, this is what they said. If your first day in prison and a guy comes up to you and he lays a honey bun or snack on your bed, and you go over there and pick it up and say, "Oh, thank you," well, they know you're a mark now. We got you. And I think the snack that Senior Pina laid on DJ Envy was that honey bun.
Yeah.
They said, "Hey, here you go. I'm just trying to be friends with you."
Yeah.
And DJ Envy bought it. Therefore, he was baptized into Mark, being a Markism. Okay, unfortunately. But I think that DJ Envy also, with that same token, saw the writing on the wall. I think he saw this coming to fruition like a house of cards. And he was trying to get out while he can.
Fabulous. That's the other person. Hold on a second. It was Clue, Joe Budden, and Fabulous. Fabulous, who's a great guy. I've known him for a lot of years. Fabulous is a street nigga from the Sty, Bed-Stuy. And Envy called him, and Fab said, "Nah, I'm okay." I'm okay. Go finish up. Go ahead.
Yeah. And look, and the reason why half of this is falling is because when you operate from a selfish disposition, like both of them have done, then watch this. The Bible says, "How can two walk together unless they be in agreement?" There wasn't no agreement that was truly satisfied between the two of them so they can move forward. Now what we're watching is a house of cards collapse. And unfortunately, both of them are going to suffer tremendously behind this. One thing you cannot do and keep getting away with is scamming the black community, period. You're busted. So DJ Envy, just go ahead and kiss your wife, get your last good night in with her, because it's going to crash on you, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate the call. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hey, support it. Let's go.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. All right. Someone earlier sent me an email. Was Envy admitting to scamming? Was it Costco's or some type of place on a Sunday? He would go there and one of his friends would let him steal stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about? And supposedly he spoke about this on the show. So, Sam's Club. Sam's Club. Can someone send me the link, please? Envy talking about going to Sam's Club and walking out with stuff, right? Okay, so he has admitted to this sort of stuff. was my nigga Gorilla Hebrew. Okay, hold on a second. Gorilla Hebrew, good to hear from you, man. Thank you for tapping in. Gorilla Hebrew.
Hey, man, big nigga, man. Salute.
How are you, sir? Thank you for your support as always.
Hey, man, no problem, man. I'm just, trying to escape the alternative bussy universe in Atlanta, Georgia.
Are you're down there, right? You're down there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here in Atlanta. Here's what's so frightening, right? I've been in nice spots with Dwight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Several. I know and have encountered several young ladies that he's intertwined with.
Okay. So
to hear this, I just like several. So when this report comes out, it's so frightening, man. I encourage brothers, man, be selective with the women you laying with, man, because they could be laying up with somebody, man, who likes the pussy, man. And we know that there's all kind of bacteria and infections and things like that get spread around. So we got to be careful out here, especially in these Atlanta streets, man. This is dangerous.
Yes, but now hang on a second, Gorilla Hebrew. We don't care what Dwight Howard's sexual preference is, and that's what he's trying to make this out to be now. Someone sent me a link earlier with him trying to say, y'all doing too much. Well, why doesn't he tell TMZ you're doing too much? TMZ has got his shit plastered all over the goddamn place. The social media, internet community, we're reporting, the bullshit. And the bullshit, hold on a second, by way of the complaint is false imprisonment, battery, and assault. That's what's going on here. I don't even want to spend too much time on this. Ooh, the bussy. Yes, we are in the alternate bussy dimension. Yes. You live in Georgia. How long have you been down there in the Atlanta metro area?
4.5 years.
4.5 years. Nobody's surprised. Nobody's hating, right? Nobody gives a fuck. But this weirdo ass. Nobody's surprised. This nigga has been accused of violating the bussy, taking the bussy, and all sorts of shit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's that report is startling, man. We got a world-class athlete, a world champion, a 7-foot-tall nigga, man, just putting his weight on allegedly, and taking the pussy, man. That's crazy.
Fuck all that allegedly shit. Just say according to no, seriously. Just say according to the
going in.
No, according to the report. According to the report. Go ahead.
And that's an official document. And according to, this is very, it's insane. It's startling. What's going on here where these guys are doing this type of stuff? Well, not these guys, where this guy feels that he can just, force a man out of his manhood like that, man. It's just insane, man. It's insane. I got some smoke for Cesar and Envy as well, though.
Come on.
Which are the hottest topic on the internet. Yeah. I think this is just me, right? And I'm no legal expert. I have been to jail for false imprisonment, not like Dwight though, not for the pussy, right?
Okay.
DJ Envy is going. Are we going in? We're going in tonight because I want to put some emphasis on this.
Yeah, but I mean, don't be scared to add something by way of information that you may or may not have. Go there. Let's go there.
Yes, sir. DJ Envy is going to fucking jail. He's going to jail. I think he is in the same place, and it's interesting. I think he's in the same place as 6ix9ine was when he went and did that Breakfast Club interview right before the feds came. I think the feds came within a week of 6ix9ine's second Breakfast Club interview.
Okay.
I think he's in a similar place than that. I think he's trying with all his power, his might, every dollar he could spend and resource he can exhaust to avoid jail. But once those feds get into those weeds and truly understand the depths of the participation that DJ Envy has, man, he's going to jail. And of course, I heard from you here first, he's selling cars.
You can go to my community section. The link is right there. Now, I hear you and other people. I've gone on record and said, I don't want to see him go to jail. If he goes to jail, fuck him. But I want to see him stay there on the Breakfast Club and have no credibility. I want to see him continue to have the mark of the beast, just like Lester Charge. That's what I want to see. Go ahead, finish up, man. Thank you.
And that,
cool.
what that would be is a prison in itself.
Yeah.
Him having to be propped up there as that figurehead and have no credibility. And as we know, celestial, it's a terrestrial, rather not celestial, terrestrial radio is dying, as you spoke on so many times.
No. I never said it's dying. I said it's contrived.
Contrived. Apologies.
Go ahead.
It's not what it once was, right?
Contrived.
And for them to sit there and be propped up as these figureheads on that show, and it's a perfect metaphor. They're not what they once were. Like you said, them losing their credibility, because the problem sometimes in our culture is that he might be gone for a while. He might go sit down, do a little time, and niggas might get the praise. Oh yeah, he's a real nigga. Yo, he did that time. Yo, he just came out. Things like that might happen. We never know. So him losing that credibility might even be the true proper dessert that he is deserving of, man. But
okay.
Man, keep doing your thing, Boss Hog, man.
Thank
Salute.
you, man. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, Gorilla Hebrew. Thank you. Okay. Salute to that, man. All Viral Access Media got your donation. Okay, Cesar knows he's going to jail, but he's going to file Chapter 11. They've already filed. He and his wife both. His wife filed for Chapter 11 months ago. We already posted all that stuff in the community section. In my opinion, Cesar Pina is trying to salvage some type of business possibilities. He's not even worried about the peanut gallery, so to speak. He's trying to salvage any type of business possibilities so that he can keep earning, so that his investors or anybody that he's got on a string can keep the credit lines going or keep some type of cash coming in. Caesar has literally said that the people who were trying to get their money back would have been better off waiting. Now that's arrogance. That's arrogance. You're suing me? You should have waited. Now you'll be lucky if you get anything. Whoa. Again, my main focus this evening, folks, is that Cesar said DJ Envy is not a victim. Fuck all that he was in the room stuff. That's hearsay in a court of law. He could have been on a goddamn FaceTime. He could have been on a fucking Zoom. He could have been texting with Cesar as Cesar was closing a fucking deal. Somebody bringing him $150K in cash. He doesn't even count this shit. I got so much going on. I'm too tired to even count that shit. No, I trust you. And then text Envy, yo, so-and-so, he's here. He want to say what up. Bing. Caesar's no dummy. Again, he learned in the penitentiary. That's where you become a better criminal. Can I get an amen if anybody has been to the penitentiary? I have not. I was too smart to go. Too smart to go to the penitentiary. Guys, on the screen, one of my sponsors, youtube.com/@Kai New York 007. KIY New York 007. Please go check her out. She put up a great video a couple of days ago about the wives of the alleged scammers. Okay. Levi, I got your donation star. You said there would be. Levi, just relax. Take it easy. What's your rush? I'm enjoying the bullshit. I want to see this dragged out for months. We're coming into the holiday season. I want us to have content. Friday, Sunday, Tuesday. What's your rush? He's selling the vehicles. Go to the community section, sir. Okay. Adonis. Okay, I spoke to Adonis earlier. Hold on a second. Okay, we're trying to throw it. Penelope got your donation, okay, and I see. Where's area code 310? I don't see 310 just yet. I'll come back and I'll look. 1017. Hey, Marcy, got your donation. Did I speak with Marcy? Let's get Marcy on the line. Cousin Marcy, 909, tapping in. Good to hear from you, girl. What's cracking on a Wednesday night?
Hey, how you doing, Mr. Star?
Hey.
Getting yourself.
Hey, what's cracking?
I finally caught you in the bull crap.
Hey.
Oh, yes. Please drag it on. Drag it on. Let's get some Johnny Depp Amber Heard timeline on this.
Come on.
Yeah, all that bull stuff that Cesar is talking. I'm like, what preschool law school do you think these federal prosecutors and judges and people went to? Like, it's like they don't understand. They're not playing with you. Like, they already have everything they need. So are they joking around with them too, just waiting for them to make themselves look even stupider? I don't know. It's just a mess. Just a mess.
Have you ever been to the penitentiary, Cousin Marcy?
Oh, I know people, but no, I have not.
Okay.
But I know people.
Penitentiary niggas, don't want to go back, but they're not necessarily scared to go back, So in my opinion, he's talking that talk right now. He's still talking that boss talk. Don't get it fucked up, because he's trying to salvage any clients that he may have in his corner. He also spoke about he's not sure who wants to sue him, if it's the mailman, anybody. He's telling us he's worried about lawsuits, but in reality, he's already filed Chapter 11. He and his wife, Jenny Tips, they have already filed Chapter 11. Whether he gets convicted or not, more than likely he's going to be given time to try and make restitution of things. Go ahead.
He didn't scam enough money to even do that. I don't go to jail, dude. That's where you want to go back to. Did it get too hard for you outside? Go back. Just go back. I don't know. It's just like they messing with everybody's intelligence. Like, people is smarter than that. And again, I'm for the victims. Let them people get their comeuppance. If it has to be I don't know if is it a class action already?
Not to my knowledge.
Where I was up on it.
Not to my knowledge. Not yet.
Get them people their money back. Somebody, anybody, start not a fundraiser, because now that's sounding like them, but I'm just here for the victims. I hate people that just scam on people for no freaking reason. If you guys had it like that, you had it better than most people, I would say. And it was off-putting. I remember when the videos first started coming out and everything, but I wouldn't give them the time of the day. It was just something about them. And one of your callers said it the other night. I'm not trying to offend or anything like that, but it was nah, both of y'all to get something ain't right. 2 pages, nah. Y'all up to something. Y'all doing something out there.
Okay. Okay. Now, hang on a second. Cousin Marcy, you're from the West Coast, and we have information in my community section about your platform. Did you hear Suge Knight's new podcast? I think it's called Collect call. A couple of people sent me the links. I have not listened, and I'm not sure if I even really give a fuck. Did you listen to Suge Knight calling Akon a rapist and calling Mob James names? You up to speed?
What did you just say? I really don't give a what?
Suge Knight.
That's where I am with
Suge
that.
Knight. Suge Knight.
Yeah, that's. I heard you.
Okay.
Yeah, I heard you. I really don't give a. I really don't. You know, I'm still waiting on the next day that Keefe go back to court. I'm interested in that. Should stay over there before we put you in a box with Jada or somebody, like all y'all people that just want to talk.
Right.
Show me where the money is at for these people.
Okay.
Or where I'm going to get some money from.
Gotcha.
I don't give a shit.
Okay. Great to talk to you.
Oh my goodness. You as well, and thank you so much, Star. Our sales have picked up tremendously. Thank you to everybody that actually shouted us out from Normani Candles.
Nice.
I did see like a little sales report breakdown, so it's really going good, and I appreciate the feedback, like I said. And on my platform, Storm, is it okay if I say something about 10 seconds?
Yeah, hold on a second. I'm so sorry. I forgot to put your information on the showrunner whilst we're talking.
It's okay.
Showrunner right now. Can you see it? That's the platform. Okay, can you see it? Can you read it? I was kind of slow.
That's perfect.
Yeah?
Oh, thank you, Star.
Go ahead,
Thank
promote.
you, everybody, all the troll babies.
Go ahead and promote,
Thank
girl.
you.
Go ahead.
Nor Armani Candles, okay? You can catch it on my platform. Mercy's Minute is here on the Star Report. As you can see, we just coming to you all with the nicest. They're calming, refreshing, soothing. Soon to come with some Zodiac-inspired candles.
Nice.
Different things like that. We're not going to go too far up in a witchcraft or anything like that, or the Wicca, but we are looking to personalize.
Right.
We looking to personalize. If you're a Taurus, I hope you ain't full of that bull stuff. It might just be something like that. And I don't know what sign this lady is, Star, but when I went to and I saw this little snip, I did a little video on her on the Gia Casey, and her Christmas from last year. You can find it on my page, but her Christmas last year in 30 seconds, I'll never see that much money in my life as much this lady had. And that's on my channel where you see Berkeley's Minute, but yeah, it was a mess. All that Louis.
Great to talk to you, Cousin Marcy. Thank you for tapping in.
You too. Thank you, Star. Have a good one,
Bye
okay?
now. You too. Bye. Okay.
Bye.
One of my sponsors, Cousin Marcy. Hey, I don't want to do too much because, again, I don't have an axe to grind. However, someone sent me an email 2 days ago. Actually, 3 days ago, pardon me. And they have put together a change.org petition with respect to the higher-ups at iHeart. If anybody cares, send me an email. I don't necessarily want to, post it and do too much. If you guys are going down that path, go there. But I don't have an axe to grind, I know that people are fascinated by this whole DJ Envy, and all that sort of jazz. But if you're looking to make a difference, there's a petition circulating. I'll just say that. I'm not looking to kick people's backs in, but salute to the young female. Oh, and she said, please don't refer to me as a white girl. She sent me a petition, okay? Hold on a second, guys. I appreciate your patience. Let me make sure I'm promoting my other sponsors as well. Okay, no. Hold on. Okay, Kai. Haven't heard from CP in a while from Knicks Fan TV. He's got a new platform. It's right here, youtube.com/@the-NBA report. I say again, youtube.com/@the-NBA report. Tell them I sent you, okay? And thank you again, Marcy. I got your donation, Cousin Marcy. Where is Luke Caney? I don't see 310. Luke Caney, I don't see in the queue. Steven, I got your donation. Star Eddie Hazel family on the check-in. Hey, man, great to hear from you. Thank you. I saw Eddie Hazel live. As you know, I'm from Scotch Plains, so I grew up with a lot of people from Plainfield. Man, stories on top of stories. But thank you, man. Yeah, Eddie Hazel, and a host of others, Fuzzy Haskins, and okay. Folks, I want to stay on topic here. Okay, thank you. Someone sent me the Sam's Club theft. All that shit's going to come out with regards to the lawsuits. Yeah. Thank you, Deeds. Okay, Deeds, do you want to tap in, talk about the Star Report merch? If not, let me know. Okay. Houston, I got your donation. Thank you so much. Samantha. Okay, Samantha says, heading back to Pennsylvania. Oh, okay, so you spent 4.5 years in the ATL, Samantha? I left Pennsylvania in 2017. I'm sure you know this. I sold my trailer park community in Hazleton, Pennsylvania. I made great money. I will not be going back to Pennsylvania. Too much snow. My body can't take the cold anymore. But travel safe. Thank you for your support, Samantha, okay? What part are you going back to? That's the question, okay? Okay, where's Stephanie? Area code 347. Hold on a second. Is this one of my sponsors? Pardon me. Stefan, are you there?
Hello? Yes, I'm here.
How are you, man? Good to hear from you. Let me get your information on the screen. Good to hear from you. Where do you want to start, man? Let's go.
Yeah, man. No, I was just calling in, been enjoying the show. I saw you posted up the book. I said, well, let me call in real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, like I said, I have the book available. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble, Hudson News, all those places. I'm also, I also sell merch on our website. I have, T-shirts, hoodies, and I just got my vinyl in from my distributor. So
nice.
Those are gonna start rolling out soon. But like, I don't know if you noticed in the book, I modeled it after like a vinyl record, like a LP record.
I've got your stickers right here as well. I've checked it out, man.
Yeah.
Hang on a second. Can you see that?
No problem.
See that? Get your stickers.
Yeah.
Go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. No, all I was saying was that, the stickers as well as, like in the book, when you open it up, you'll see like the vinyl, like an LP. Because like when I first put out my issues, it was like single 45 records, like, when I was doing it independently. And then like that. So then, each chapter is like a track list. So I really wanted to like give it a whole, NYC hip hop vibe, and like I was saying before, I was trying to do the animation stuff. I hit a brick wall when COVID hit, even though I had a lot of people, helping me out, like, or giving me advice, like, Carl Jones from the Boondocks and all that type of stuff. But,
you've got naked girls. Hang on a sec. You've got naked girls with samurai swords. Tell us about that.
That wasn't my idea, actually. That was my friend's idea. 'Cause he's one of my artists that I work with. He drew like a side boob.
Okay.
Oh, I got reported for that.
Oh, did you?
IG and Facebook.
Oh shit.
Huh?
Wow, come on.
Yeah,
wow.
I got reported on that. Yeah, and ever since then, it kind of hurt my IG page. So I got in trouble for that. So I got shadow banned.
Oh wow, shit. Okay, I'm not. I'm not gonna hold it up then. Go ahead. I'm not gonna hold it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's all right. No, but no, all I was saying was that I'm like I said, I'm trying to get to the animation stuff.
Nice.
I hit a brick wall, but I'm trying. I'm talking to people. I can't really say who, but I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm also trying to get some like New York rappers on it if possible. Like I got to figure out who would be a good fit. Maybe like Nas or something like that. But I'm working on it, and it's as a foreigner, let alone a black person, it's hard to get into this anime stuff because it's mostly comprised of just Asian and white folks. So
are you doing anything with animation and gaming stuff? What is that called? The whole I don't want to say the wrong thing. There's a whole, is it Real World? You know, that whole.
You mean free to play metaverse?
Yes. You're doing anything in there?
I am, but I can't talk about it right now.
Okay.
I'm looking into something like that. But it's nothing, it's not necessarily a metaverse. It's just something else. Like, I have a lot of friends I know in Japan because I've been going there for so many years.
Okay.
So I have some connects or whatever, but like I said, it's still very early, so I'm working out the kinks. But for now, I figured let me just keep pushing the book, pushing the merch. If anyone's interested, check out the merch, check out the book. It's on my website, toughlawsongs.com/shop.
Okay.
And, you know, I have great artwork and stuff like that. And, you know, I'll just chime in a little bit about the DJ Envy thing.
Please, go ahead.
And the people, yeah, I'll just say something real quick. You know, I see a lot of this stuff going for years, ever since I was, 18, when I was looking for work with these Ponzi schemes.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, whenever I would, see those type of things, they would always, prey on poor Black and Hispanic folks. And I would always warn, friends, families, associates, listen, if it's too good to be true, it is. There's no shortcuts in this life.
Right.
And I can attest for that because a couple years back I had friends of friends who were some hustlers from the BX that wanted to give me some money to get an animated pilot funded. And they were gonna give me $150K. And yeah, and I mean, just from jump, I said, yeah, I don't want to owe anybody anything. I'd rather just take my chance, stay at my blue-collar job, save up my money,
right.
And that's exactly what I did.
Smart
I lost
man.
a lot. I gained some. I lost a lot. But
Smart
you know
man.
what? I don't owe anybody anything at the end of the day. So I'll just leave it at that.
Okay. Stefan, great to talk to you, man. Let's get you back on the show next week and keep me posted anything that you do to promote your platform. Keep me in tune, all right?
Oh, okay, no problem. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Salute. Okay.
All right, bye.
One of my sponsors, Stefan, tapping in. Hold on a second, folks. I appreciate your donations. I try to read everybody. Rob Lowe got your donation. Where's Rob Lowe? Where is Rob Lowe? I think this is Rob right here. Rob, sit tight. You're up next. Rob Lowe, sit tight. Okay, Rob Lowe sent in 2 donations. I'll come to him shortly. Okay, folks, thank you. Someone sent me breaking news about a shooting in Maine. Condolences, but we have to focus on Dwight Howard and the alternate bussy dimension. That's our focus tonight, okay? We'll get back to mass shootings tomorrow, Condolences, R.I.P. Dwight Howard has been accused of beating up the bussy, thrusting the bussy, choking a nigga with a wig, and a whole lot of extra shit. Assault, battery, and false imprisonment. Get back to shootings in Maine another time. Thank you. We'll start that dumb shit right now, trying to interrupt the show and the flow. Okay. Get back to it. Rob Lowe, good to hear from you, man. Late night, let's stay focused on the bussy or Cesar Pina. Rob Lowe.
Salute. What's good?
Yes, sir. What's crack?
Yo, I have absolutely nothing to say about Dwight Howard.
Okay.
So
come on.
I call for Cesar Pina and DJ Envy.
Okay.
So I saw the live that Cesar Pina did, which is look almost like a complete duplicate of the one that not the one, but what DJ Envy said on the radio. So a lot of people keep giving DJ Envy a pass, and even the victims. I'll start with DJ Envy first. He did not walk into this not knowing what was going on. You don't give somebody $80,000, $125,000, $300,000, $800,000 without paperwork, without a lawyer, without, okay, my lawyer is going to contact your lawyer. Where's the certification? Where is
the money transaction? Where is the contract between Cesar and Envy? All of that is going to have to come out in discovery. It'll have to come out.
That's why.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
That is why I have no remorse for the people who lost their money. You're gonna tell me you gave these guys cash in a duffel bag, a brown paper bag, a sneaker box, and you got no paperwork? That means that when he told you that I can give you back 30%, that you knew what it was. He explained to you what it was.
Right.
There's no paper. Where's the paper? When these people are talking about he scammed me out of my money, where's your paperwork with his signature on it, with the seal? Where is the notarized paperwork? Where is that? That means that he told you, yo, listen, we're gonna get these other niggas from around the corner, and this, that, the other, and the third, and we're gonna do this. Because look, at the end of the day, Tony the Closer, see, if you take all the certain pieces and you know how to read the code, you can hear what the real story is. Tony the Closer said, yo, this was one of the biggest bull runs in real estate in years, and now it's over. That means that those people, if Cesar would have did it legitly, they probably would have gotten those percentages, not in the time frame, but they would have gotten those percentages. You're telling me that you're flipping houses in Patterson? Nobody's buying houses in Patterson to flip over. The counselor guy just said that. And when you go to Patterson, you can see it.
Right.
You can see it. That I have no remorse for the people that lost their money because they were scamming along with the rest of them. Now, what Envy was doing, there was no, he caught me out there. Envy lives in Jersey. I'm not going to say where he lives, but it's a well-to-do area.
Right.
So you're telling me that when you went and bought that house, you have no idea all the bells and whistles and checks and balances you had to go through to get that house that, somebody said, give me some money and I'll flip it, and then you got scammed? Hell no.
Right.
And it's not about I didn't do nothing, he got me too. The fact of the matter is that there's video of you and him together. There is radio recorded where you dropped commercials on your radio station saying that, this is what we're doing. You said that you and your team, me and Cesar, we made people rich. What people? Where are those people?
Right.
Who are those people?
Yeah.
Where is the paperwork for those people?
Rob Lowe, I have to jump in for a second. I can appreciate everything you're saying. All of this stuff is going to come out. There's multiple lawsuits. He will be given his day in court to show if he indeed was a investor. If he gave $500K, he's going to have to prove that. Saying that to the public sounds great. Sounds hot. But again, my takeaway from last night, Cesar Pina's live, he said, I wrote it down. He says, DJ Envy is not a victim. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Quote, unquote. That's what Cesar said. Go ahead.
No, what that is overheard lawyer talk. That's another thing that a lot of people do. They hear somebody else say something, and then they try to quote it back as if it's their own thought. That's code, uncode lawyer talk that he heard the lawyer probably say to him. See, what they're doing is that he's trying to make it look...
Rob Lowe, either way, Cesar said that last night. That is going to be...
Yes, I saw it. I saw it on the video.
Yeah,
that's why I'm saying...
Hang on. Let's take it slow. That is the biggest, in my opinion, takeaway from what he said last night. Fuck all that, whether he was or he wasn't in the room. He said he is not a victim. That is going to open up. That may open up the door for more lawsuits. Go ahead and finish up, please.
Now, the other issue here is the fact that they're saying that they're not going to fire him from iHeart or whatever, or they
Who said that?
Fire him.
Who said that?
No, the people have been saying that back and forth about, because if they do fire him...
No. Rob Lowe. Who said they're not going to fire him? Where are you getting this from?
Well, not that they're not going to fire him. Excuse me.
Okay.
That
yeah. If you don't have a statement, respectfully, if you don't have a statement, let's not put that out there that they're not going to fire. They just might.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Go ahead.
The Feds don't care about none of that. The Feds don't even care about those people getting their money back. They're just going to make their case to end these two. The issue here is whether or not they can trace where that money went. Where did the money go? It's not in Cesar's account. See, I think there's a larger player here that is behind Cesar, and Envy knows it too, because it probably was them trying to do not just a real estate flip, but another type of narcotic flip, which is where the money probably went and where they know that Envy, because Cesar is a street nigga, so what he looked like, whatever happens. Envy is not a part of that life. Envy is really worried about going to jail and losing that girl. That's really what he's probably worried about. Because all that other stuff, like the cars, see, he did that car stuff in the house and the gifts and all that. I don't even know why he's bragging like that. That's what's going to hurt him, and that money probably has nothing to do with the flip money.
Okay.
But, you get what you ask for.
Okay.
You get what you ask for.
Okay. Rob
So,
Lowe,
on that note, that's where we'll
Great to talk to you, as always, man. Thank you, Rob Lowe.
Salute.
Yes,
No
sir.
doubt.
Okay.
Salute.
All right. Deeds, I'm so sorry. Hang on a second. I wasn't looking at the phone. Deeds, can you call back or are you busy? Hang on a second. I gotta write Deeds' number down. What a great day I had today. Firestarter got you donation on the last show. You got me confused with Flamethrower, a.k.a. Melvin. We are not the same person. I'm from Rome, New York, and I'm coming. Okay. Thank you, Firestarter. Do you want to call in? Brother Polite sends it a donation. Brother Star, peace and love to the family. I was too scammed by Cesar Pina. I'm currently doing credit restoration. Hit me up. Oh shit. Hold on, guys. Okay, Deeds says she's calling now. Let me keep it. Is this Deeds right here? Hey, Deeds, good to hear from you. 215. Are you there? Deeds.
Hey.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah, sorry. I wasn't looking at the phone when you texted me earlier. Okay, we have to talk about Star Report merchandise. What do we have new, Deeds? And we want people to go to the community section. I need to put that banner on the screen. Take it away, Deeds. Go ahead.
Okay, so we have the Star Report merch shop. There are items that are under the rebroadcast, under the channel. Right. We just put up some new merch, Concerned Citizens. So for all you concerned citizens, right. We got the T-shirts. It's getting cold, so we got hoodies, hats. You got it. We got the Respectfully merch that's up there. Nice. The number one seller is still Troll Babies. That's still the number one seller.
Nice.
We still got the Warm Mammies. We still got the Karens Must Be Stopped.
Karens Must Be Stopped.
But yeah, it's quite a bit of merch up there. Just go ahead and check out the Star Report merch shop. We're gonna get a new banner soon.
Okay.
To update with the new merch that's in the shop.
Okay.
But yeah, it's going pretty good. So make sure it's holiday season coming up. Make sure y'all get y'all merch for your significant others.
Right. So with regards to the new banners, are we doing any type of promotion? If people spend, let's say, $50 on merch, I give them 3 weeks free promotion on the show. Keep me posted. Yep. And guys, if you purchase any merch, send me screenshots, and I will give you discounts on any type of monthly or 3 weeks or 2 weeks promotion. Okay. Hold on a second, Deeds. I want to make sure I get everything on the screen. Okay.
Oh, yeah, and salute to the Troll Babies in the live chat. Love you guys.
Okay, so they stopped saying R.I.P. because they were trying to insinuate that you
Yeah, they had
passed
me
away.
dead over the whole summer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I died over the summer apparently. Oh goodness, no, I get a kick out of the chat.
Okay. What's going on in the world of WWE? You're a big wrestling head, yes? Fan? What's going on in that world?
Yeah, not really much going on. Just the usual. Vince McMahon is not in control of creative. His son-in-law Triple H is, and
Triple H. Wow.
Nothing really much to report though. Yeah, he came a long way, but he's the head of creative. They said when they WWE signed with Endeavor, one of the things was they didn't want Vince McMahon in control of creative because he tends to do all these last-minute changes and mess up the show. So Triple H is in control of creative.
Do you go to the events, the WWE events?
Well, when they start bringing back the house shows to the Prudential, I will. They've been having AEW events, so we may not get anything until like December.
Okay.
But the next event I'm going to, I got a cousin that works at the Prudential, so I got the hookup.
In Newark, New Jersey, for those who don't know, the Prudential.
Yes, the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. That's not far from where I live.
Yeah. I go there to see the Devils sometimes. I've been going there for years. I think the last concert I saw there was Mark Anthony on Valentine's Day. I took my ex-girlfriend. We had a great...
They just had Lauryn Hill.
No, I'll pass to Lauryn Hill, but...
They just had Lauryn Hill.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
I guess
no, thank you.
But needs some money for a lawyer.
No, thank you. The Mark Anthony concert, I think it was maybe 2011 or 12. Shit was fire. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good times.
Great to talk to you, Deeds. I'm sure we'll catch up tomorrow.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you, Deeds. Okay. All right. Deeds tapping in. Community section, guys. You can get merch. Okay. Give me a second. I'm coming back to the phone lines. Okay. Jesse, I got your donation. Open to talk, but not fully. Okay, you're open to talk, but not fully versed on DJ Envy. Okay, well, we're also talking about Dwight Howard, former NBA player. You know, he's trying to act like we're doing too much on social media. No, you fuck ass nigga. You have been accused of violating a nigga with a wig in Gwinnett County. So yes, we are all in the business. Hold on a second. Okay. Okay, Janet just said, Janet, I'll check this out later. I can't do anything right now. Well, anything he has said with regards to unethical behavior, I'm sure will come back to haunt him in a deposition, discovery. Thank you, Janet. Check that out tomorrow, okay? Let's see. Wait a minute. Okay, whoa. Which lawsuit is this? Yes, I'm up to speed on this particular lawsuit, Janet. Thank you so much. Yeah, Janet's pulling lawsuits right now. As I'm sure you know, Janet, we have been posting lawsuits in the community section, and I take them down after 24 hours, you know, because my main concern is the sponsors. But thank you. Hold on a second. Okay, someone sent me an email claiming that Eddie Hazel is your fam, okay? I just responded to your email, and I asked you via email if you were familiar with that band out of Plainfield, New Jersey years ago, 1978, on Arista Records, called Quasar. Thank you for your support and your donation, okay? Okay, and Samantha says, I'm a Fed. I'll be roaming the way the tri-states. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. I don't see what happened to area code 310. Luke Caney, I don't see you, man. I don't know what happened. Let me go to area code 708. Good evening, late night 708. We're talking about Cesar Pina went live. Are you up to speed? 708.
Yo, what's up? What's up, Star?
Yes,
Can
sir.
you hear me?
How are you? What's cracking?
Hey man, do you think how long you think Dwight's been taking the bussy, man?
I don't know, sir. I don't really care, you know? I mean,
that story was pretty crazy though with Kitty.
Who? Oh,
Man,
Kitty.
I don't know, man.
Kitty.
I
Yes.
think that guy was was gay when he grabbed his teammate's private parts. That was crazy.
I mean, listen, to us, it's fun. We're just trolling. But now let's be clear. Let's be clear. The urban community, hip hop, and the black church, they're not homophobic. If anything, they have been very accepting of people from the different, I'll just say, lifestyle. You know, they've never had power to be brutal, or I mean, yes, there's incidents that happen, pardon me, and stuff like that. But the dominant society is the ones who have created laws and put people in jail and all sorts of stuff like that. I just want to point that out. We don't care about.
It was interesting.
Come on.
Well, I just thought it was interesting how the man that he grabbed during the game didn't press charges on him.
Okay, go ahead.
As far as Senior Pena, I think that guy is going to jail for fraud. Also, and I also think that DJ Envy was complicit because he also, when he was giving the interviews on the Breakfast Club, and he was promoting the real estate, I think that that held him accountable. And when the guy got on live the other day, the Pena guy, I saw that he was wearing the chain that Envy gave him. And I thought that was indicating that they're friends, they've done business together. That was his partner. And if you notice the chain, it says Trap Lords on the chain.
Yeah, I saw it.
So I thought that was really interesting as well.
Did you see the video with DJ Envy saying we're going to give away a chain to a lucky, I don't know, investor or something? There was some video from a couple of weeks ago where they were giving away one of those little slave chains for a lucky contestant or something.
Right, that's what I'm referring to. Well, I think that was a enticement move to get more investors. Like, oh wow, maybe I can win a chain. Dealing with this guy. I also think that it was he's a slave chain.
Yeah.
Well, I think jewelry is foolish for niggas anyway. I mean, we never had any money to begin with, so why are we wearing jewelry like we're rich white people? I mean, I never saw the purpose of spending $100,000.
I disagree, sir. I disagree.
Well, we all have our opinions, but
well, hang on, stay with me. Stay with me. Not that I'm a fucking know-it-all, but the Africans have been wearing jewelry long before the Europeans. Africans, different tribes used to sit on different gold commodes and things like that. So the Africans were about flossing. Now Africa is a continent, so different countries.
Well,
Africans were the first to floss.
Slavery put us in that position to where, we didn't even have rights, let alone jewelry. So I mean, the jewelry is just it just seems like a way of the black man trying to find his place in white society.
Okay, if you feel like that,
it doesn't mean anything.
If you feel like,
I mean, we're not those were kings, royalty. these people are children from slaves.
Okay.
But that's a little off topic. But back to the topic as far as was Dwight Howard taking the
pussy?
Yeah, man. I think he was taking it, man. I think he had him in a dark corner, and I think he put him in a position where he had the Cat Williams, "I'm a boy."
Did you read the complaint?
How we do it.
Did you read the complaint?
Yeah.
You did?
Oh, did I make a complaint?
No, sir. Did you read the complaint against Dwight Howard?
Oh, yeah. I read the complaint.
Mm-hmm.
He grabbed the man, forced his underwear down. I mean, it was pretty graphic. I'm surprised Dwight.
Number 38, defendant stood up, towering over Mr. Harper, grabbed Mr. Harper by the thighs, forcibly removed Mr. Harper's underwear, held Mr. Harper down, and performed non-consensual blank on Mr. Harper. Go ahead and finish up.
Yeah, I saw that. I read that, and the text messages. I want to see that. What was the emoji? It was a weird emoji.
It's in the complaint. The emojis.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I mean, the details were really graphic, and I'm surprised he's not in jail right now. Actually, awaiting bail.
If you ask me, and I know I said I'm giving you the last word, he committed an act of R.A. You know what? Blank.
Yeah, that's rape.
Easy. Don't say it, sir. Thank you for your call. Thank you. Let's get him out of here. I'm spelling it here. He goes and fucking says it. The fuck? Advo got your donation. Advo says, damn, Knicks still can't shoot free throws. Sir, I have no interest in watching the New York Knicks. I could care less what the Knicks are doing, but thank you for your donation. Okay, I spoke with Rob Lowe. Thank you, Rob Lowe. Is it Japal? Envy will enjoy free prostate exams in prison. Don't drop the soap. If you're just now joining us, I want to see him remain on the Breakfast Club. I don't want to see him lose his job. I want to see him for years to come, or however long that show goes on, be known as DJ Ponzi. I want him to be ridiculed. Also, in case you're just now joining us, I asked earlier if Angela Yee was or if she supports homewreckers. I don't believe that Erica Mena, who's now talking up again about the affair, according to her, that her and DJ Envy had for years. She says she never knew he was married. I don't believe that. I don't believe she didn't know. But I'm more concerned about Angela Yee. Did she know? Not that she had to tell Envy's wife, but she had knowledge of this and she said nothing to the public. She never, didn't feel a responsibility on the microphone. Okay, I got your donation. Someone else said Envy's bussy will be greeted with a cucumber-sized, oh, Jesus, that's a little too rough, in the shower. Okay, thank you so much. Envy, wow. Okay, you said it twice. Thank you. A cucumber-sized blank in the shower. Hashtag don't drop the soap. Okay? We're having a good discussion here tonight. Let's go to area code 413. Massachusetts tapping in. Good evening. Are you there?
What's good, Star?
Yes, sir. How are you? It's cracking. We're shaking.
Nothing, man. Chilling. Panda the Cannon, man.
Panda. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you.
Yeah.
It's cracking.
Yo, I'm gonna break it down like this. So, this whole Envy Big Pun 2.0, drama going on. Caesar is not a dumb dude.
No, he's not.
He is not like you
not.
said. He is plotting right now. He's gonna do some time, but he's securing his bag for when he gets released. You know what I'm saying? He has his money probably tied up in the DR. You know what I mean? It's funny because my shorty's from DR, and she saw that interview that his wife did on the news, and when she said, it's not like we don't have a house in the DR, whenever a Dominican says that, they got a house in DR.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
now, hold on a second. I want to go back because I don't, Donnell Rollins is the one who was calling Caesar Big Pun 2.0, yes?
Oh, he is? Wow. Okay.
Well, listen, I'm not even a Breakfast Club watcher, but I was told that Donnell Rollins, let's give that man his credit. He's the one that's been calling Caesar Big Pun 2.0. That much I do know. Go ahead.
Let's give him his credit.
I'm
gonna tell you what's gonna break down. Pena's gonna go up on that stand and flip it like Nino did in New Jack City and blame it on the light skinned dude. Remember that at the end of the movie when Nino went up there and said, "I might be CMB, but that's the man you want right there." I won't be surprised if he blames it all on Envy, and Envy's gonna be there with his mouth jaw dropped. You know what I mean? But it's a crazy situation, man. Let me touch on that Bussy Boy topic. Dwight
Well,
Howard.
hang on a second, Pana. Stay with me. I'm in no rush. You spend Skrilla. Let me respond to what you said. I could be wrong, but I don't think Caesar's going to take this to trial. You're saying he's going to take the stand. I don't think he's going to take it to trial. I think he will. He'll take a plea. He'll plea out. Going to trial is going to be, they're going to hit him with more charges. If they don't pull up this week to get Envy's cars on the flatbed this week it'll be next week. The flatbed's coming. He's already
Flatbeds are coming.
He's already selling shit in my community section. He's trying to sell the cars. Do you really think Caesar? He's not smart, but he's clever. Do you think Caesar's going to take this to trial?
Honestly, man, nah. I was just being a little bit wacky.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if he does, I'm just saying he might just flip it around like Nino did in New Jack City and blame it on what's the name of that light skinned dude? I don't even know his name, but yeah, that's the way it's gonna go down. I don't even want to talk on that Bussy Boy topic anymore, man.
Go ahead.
I'm not surprised.
Go
Screw
ahead.
that dude.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Yeah. No, I don't want to address that dude. He's a clown. You know what I mean? He's a straight clown. Him and Jussie Smollett need to be together, basically. You know what I mean?
Who, Dwight Howard?
In a pod.
Who, Dwight?
Yeah, Dwight Howard.
Oh, Dwight Howard, yeah.
Yeah, Dwight and Jussie. Yeah. They need to be together. They belong together.
Yeah.
Two clowns. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, great show.
Thank you, Pana. Salute.
Yeah. All right, peace.
Thank you, man. Yes, sir. Folks, I need intel on the credit dude. I'm not saying I don't, believe him. I just, he's very emotional, very upset. Not that he has to email me. Well, I'm sorry. Not that he has to call me, but he emailed me. I said, okay, well, have your lawyer contact me if you're serious. And then he texts me the next day, says, hey, can we get on a call? I said, okay, sure. Never heard from him. Folks, I have been doing this long enough to know sometimes people try to insulate themselves. Insulate themselves so that they then don't become the subjects of question. Nah, I don't want to be. Let me just save everything for later. Just credit dude. I want information. Anybody who has information on the credit dude. That's one of Envy's former friends. I have a 501c3, the Snitch Network. Everybody can be investigated. I'm not friends with none of these niggas. Derek's, I got your donation. Thank you for tapping in. Okay. Penelope, great to hear from you. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Someone's responding to my email. Thank you so much. I can't read that long-ass email right now, but thank you so much. A few more calls here. Then we're going to finish up tonight. Pardon me. A few more calls, okay? I don't know that call right there. Let's go to... Oh, it's just the homie right here. It's just the homie. 404. Good evening. Are you there? 404. Wednesday evening.
It's Lance.
I'm sorry?
Lance, dog. This is Lance.
Lance, how are you, sir? Good to hear from you. It's cracking.
I just got one rule for everybody. Don't buy houses from niggas wearing Jordans.
Come on.
Motherfuckers got Jordans on their hats cocked and shit trying to sell real estate. Like, dude, come on, man.
Right.
I'm looking
niggas talking about flipping.
This is like
about flipping homes.
This is like two motherfuckers hanging out at the fucking front of the gas station.
Take it easy on the F-bomb. Take it easy. You're
I'm
doing
sorry.
good.
I'm sorry.
Pull back on the F-bomb. Go ahead.
It just amazes me. I'm looking at this dude. Pina's not saying nothing. Your man, Hampton U, he's running his mouth, and dude's just sitting there.
Sir Pina said something last night. Are you up to speed? He spoke last night. He went live.
Oh, about him Envy being innocent and everything.
Mm-hmm. And not being a victim. You see the live last night?
I saw a picture of him and the statements he said posted with his picture.
Come on.
I didn't see him saying that.
Come on.
I didn't see him saying that. And Dwight Howard, that chick from Basketball Wives, she been said that about him.
Okay.
I don't know if you dug up any old videos, anything like that, but yeah, she been said she been exposed Dwight Howard years ago.
I don't care if the nigga takes it on all fours. I don't care.
You talking about the rape allegations, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about did he, violate this nigga with the wig?
Yeah, he's probably been doing that his whole life.
Well, we don't know about that. Slow down. We can't prove that. I don't know you. Slow down, nigga. There's something called reckless disregard of the truth. Slow that shit down. But now,
this dude's been 8 feet all his life, dude. He's been taking what he wants from people.
Let's get him out of here. We don't know.